just want to say that I'm so sorry. All my people are getting attacked. The children. They don't understand. I'm so sorry. I wish I could do something, but I can't. I don't know what to do. I'll try everything, I promise.
Selena Gomez is facing backlash for sharing a video of her crying about the mass deportations in the US. Just yesterday, 1,000 people were arrested as ICE crashed down on illegal immigration. So Selena is of Mexican descent and shared this video saying she is so sorry for her people getting attacked. She said that she doesn't know what to do about this, but wishes that she could do something. And after sharing that video, she received a lot of backlash with people saying things like, they'll never understand why someone will film themselves crying through the internet, imagine having empathy for criminals, and asked how many criminal aliens Selena is willing to host in her mansion. A US Senate candidate really said deport Selena Gomez. A US Senate candidate saying this? That's crazy. After getting backlash, Selena deleted the video and then shared this, saying apparently it's not okay to show empathy for people. Because she deleted the video after getting all the hate, she's been accused of performative activism, with people saying she's just trying to get public approval. Selena Gomez is facing backlash for sharing a...
I just want to say that I'm so sorry. My people are getting attacked. Brave men like this are being kicked out of our country. All we wanted was a good life here. If there's anything that I can do, anything, to help this man, look at his face. That's a face of compassion. What is he doing? Donald Trump is getting rid of really good people. These are my brothers, guys. These are my brothers in my heart.
Selena Gomez cries in video reacting to Donald Trump's immigration orders. I'm sorry. As President Donald Trump follows through on his campaign promise to, quote, mass deport people living in the U.S. without legal status, Selena Gomez shared her emotional reaction on social media. In a video that was reportedly posted to and subsequently deleted from her Instagram story on Monday, the Golden Globe nominated actress wiped away tears as she told her followers, "I'm so sorry," and mourned how, quote, all my people are getting attacked, unquote. The children, I don't understand, the 32-year-old said, per screen recording shared on social media, including at Pop Base. I'm so sorry. I wish I could do something for the kids. I don't know what to do. I'll try everything. I promise. In text over the clip, she wrote, "I'm sorry," and include the Mexican flag emoji. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am Franchise Pierce, and welcome again to my channel. It is January 28th, Tuesday, 9:48. Let's say it together. Praise our Lord Jesus, from whom all blessings flow. People, this is where we're at. Again, like I said, immigration is that tool, it's that football utilized by the powers to buy time as they set up their one world system. Selena Gomez, world-renowned megastar, billionaire, crying on social media. Was she asked to do this? You know, when you make that kind of money, you get called upon every now and then, allegedly to play a game within a game. You see, you just don't get there without having to kiss the ring every now and then. Was she sincere? That's my question. And it just might be yours. Were the tears fake or were they for real? What context was she actually in? Was it that my people who are innocent that came over? I mean, arguably, anybody who comes over without the proper checks and balances, you are illegal. But because we have the blessing of Joe Biden with the open border policy, well, what person would not come over to America if you're not going to do your due diligence and forsake the order that we had in place? Or did she cry those crocodile tears allegedly for even the criminals? I would say she did not cry the tears for the criminals. And I think people are taking it way too out of context. But what I will say is that when I looked at the 5 C's, the clues, the codes, the colors, the comprehension, time, and conclusion, and I watched her video over and over and over again, I am not so much convinced that this was a reality I should cling to. You see, people, I know the powers. I know Satan. I know that the Antichrist is real. I know he has an objective. I know that he wants to continue to have confusion. And why wouldn't they have a celebrity who is at this stature come out? Mexican American? It fits like a glove, don't it? Is it that we've been had again, that you got social media and got millions and millions and millions of views? I was like, man, this is just you name the social media, it's there. What amazes me about situations like this is we don't look at it through the lens of justice. And what is justice? We don't look at it through the lens of how we should have prevented this thing. We're not talking about what Joe Biden neglected to do, but I digress because I want to come back to that. Let's move forward. Here is her date of birth, July 22nd, July 22. If you take July 22 of 2024, when she had her birthday last year, in comparison to yesterday's date, 1/27 of 2025, the difference is 189 days difference, okay? Now, it just so happened to be that the 189th day of the year is July 8th. I said it just so happened to be that the 189th day of the year is July 8th. Well, what is 7/8? Isn't Donald Trump 78 years old? Maybe that's coincidence too. You see, because he didn't shed no tears. He's trying to make America great, don't you know? And how about Mr. Tom Homan, Mr. Border Czar? He's been all in the news. And right here in Chi-Town, that is Chicago, they say he got the mayor on the run. You can't even find him. And the people in Chicago are like, we finally got somebody to listen to us, because between this governor and this mayor, we about to lose our mind up in here. Well, his birthday is November 28th, 1961. So let's go there. Let's take November 28th of 2025, which is his next birthday, and subtract it from Senorita Selena Gomez. Her birthday again is 7/22 of 2025. Yeah, they both got birthdays coming up this year. Well, the difference just happens to be 4 months and 7 days. I said between both their birthdays. Do you hear me? When you include the end date. Right on the money. 4 months and 7 days. Well, what is 47? Well, last time I checked, when I checked my videos, January 20th of 2025, the 47th president was elected. That'd be Donald Trump. So wait a minute. We have 47 and we got 78. Now, y'all know those are mathematical improbabilities. Let's go look at them tears again.
Selena Gomez is facing backlash for sharing a video of her crying about the mass deportations in the US. Just yesterday, 1,000 people were arrested as ICE cracked down on illegal immigration. So Selena is of Mexican descent and shared this video saying she is so sorry for her people getting attacked. She said that she doesn't know what to do about this, but wishes that she could do something.
She don't know what to do. Okay.
I just want to say that I'm so sorry. All my people are getting attacked. The children. They don't understand. I'm so sorry. I wish I could do something, but I can't. I don't know what to do.
Now, when you look at the video now, after you have all the information, tell me how you really feel. You see, people, I spent 19 years in the security law enforcement field. And I learned about the business drawing from those Hollywood movies. Yeah, really, I learned that when you think about cinema and then you go out here in the security law enforcement field, you realize that all the cartoons and the shows about the good guy versus the bad guy and the cops and robbers, that this cinema takes on a whole new flavor in real life, that a caper, I said a caper, is real. And what better way to overshadow a caper than to allegedly have people like this distract you so you can't think about what, again, Joe Biden did. But again, I digress. Let me show you something. See, in the Daily Mail, he responds to her. He responds to her. Let me see if it'll come up.
Tom, I don't know if you've had a chance to see a video that has been going viral over the past hour or so. We're still working to clear it and show it. In fact, the Hollywood celebrity who posted it has now deleted it, I think because probably she faced a lot of backlash for it, noting even the New York Times and Fox News polls show that a majority of American respondents are in favor of deportations of criminals and gang members. She posted a video sobbing. She was crying in it. She said, "All my people are getting attacked," with the picture of a Mexican flag. Again, she has now taken that down. But what do you say to those who are out there saying that these are everyday people, these are families that are being attacked and dragged out of their homes? How do you respond to that?
I don't think we arrested any families. We've arrested public safety threats and national security threats, bottom line. And look, President Trump won the election on this one issue, securing our border and saving lives. What happened on our southern border last 4 years is the biggest national security threat this country's seen, at least in my lifetime, because we got over 2 million known gotaways. We got a 600% increase in sex trafficking. We got a record number of terrorists crossing the border on the terrorist watch list. We have 250,000 Americans die from fentanyl coming across the open border. We're going to do this job, and we're going to enforce the laws of this country. If they don't like it, then go to Congress and change the law. We're going to...
Wow. I said, wow. I want to show you, this is not the first time that Mr. Holman has come up on my radar. Check this out. They speak big time. They speaking. They are speaking and they're playing this thing out in front of our face. We're going to have a one world church, a one world government. These sun gods are going to run it. Trump is going to lose between the pontiff. He's going to lose between tech. They're going to have a golden age that the tech boy is going to run. It's all being played out in front of us. And here we go. Today's madness. January 19, 2025. Pope Francis says Trump's immigration raids would be a disgrace. There's his birthday, December 17th, 1936. Take December 17th, 2025. Birthday coming up late this fall. versus the day that he criticized Trump, 1/19/2025, the difference is 47 weeks. Who's the 47th president? Trump. Give me a break.
Steph, you don't cough anymore. Oh my God.
Now let's go straight to Holman and think about yesterday. Now, Trump's border czar goes off on the Pope, talking about he should mind his business and take care of his problems. Have you ever seen anything like this being played out like this? Mr. Holman said this. Go take care of your own problems, Pope. That's what he told him. Here's Holman's birthday, November 28th, 1961. Take November 28th, 2025, Holman's birthday, versus the year, the month. This is the month, 3/13. 3/13 is when the pontiff got hired or got put in position as the pontiff. Anniversary is 2026. What's the difference? The difference is 3/16, sacrifice. I'm done with this foolishness. They speak. Can you imagine if the world could put this together? Can you imagine that? That the Pope, the day that he became Pope, the month was 3/13. An anniversary is 2026. You take that date, people, subtract it from Holman's birthday, and you get the sacrificial lamb of John 3:16. For God so loved the world, hallelujah, that he gave his only begotten Son, that whomsoever believe in him shall not perish but have everlasting life. How is it that when you take this bickering between the Pope and Holman, you get the sacrifice? Pearson, because maybe that's what it is. It's a sacrifice. It's really no different between Holman's birthday here, 11/28, versus Selena Gomez's birthday here, 4/7. People, there's a caper going on in front of us. It's called good cop, bad cop. You see, because no leader of a government, and we're talking about Joe Biden here, no leader of a government would allow millions upon millions upon millions of people to come over unvetted. You see, when you have order and you are sworn into office, then guess what? That is your main objective, to maintain the order in relation to the seat that you hold. But he's not the only one that allowed this to happen. You see, Congress holds the purse strings. You got Congress, and I don't care of what political persuasion they are. How many people stood up early and said, you know what? This is an impeachable offense. This is why I'm couching it with the definition, a caper. We're watching a caper. Because think about Russia. Think about China. Think about all the industrialized nations and countries of the world. How is it that they automatically, harmoniously, systematically, simultaneously, around the world, the leaders are allowing this to happen? Well, what if I told you that the Antichrist was alive? What if I told you that this is Satan's little season? What if I told you that these spirits from the bottomless pit have been let out and that they have an agenda? See, it's got to be a reasonable explanation for this, because no leader who is devoted to his or her country would put their country in a risk factor. How can Joe Biden get away with open borders and Congress being complicit in it? Only because there's a beast system being put in place. You see, open borders fits the narrative of the New World Order, people. That's all it is. You might not hear it enough. And you might call it a theory. There is no theory. There is order, and there is justifiable maintenance of an order. And when you have the executive, judicial, legislative branch, all levels of our government, along with a president of the United States, within 4 years, submit a final blow, of which I will show you a video. The final blow, just like other countries are doing the same thing. You scale back the laws of justice, and then you allow certain segments of society who have arguably been put into the most wretched situations. You put these people in neighborhoods where people who are already destitute, already living check to check, already have issues. You house them, you feed them, you give them medical, kids got school, resources are drained to the hilt, but yet we can bloat our federal budget and just print money because ain't nothing but decimals. And systematically cause inflation. And then instead of being honest with the people who you're supposed to represent, Biden and Congress and whatever, instead of being honest with us, you won't level with us and tell us we're in a recession. When all renowned economists have said, when you have 2 quarters of non-growth, of which we've had a plenty, good and plenty, non-growth, we're in a recession. And like I said the other day, the biggest conversation and the biggest joke on the internet is the price of eggs. But arguably, look at your home heating costs. I talk to people, you talk to people. This winter, I'm sure your bill has at least doubled. You're making all the adjustments. People, this is a caper. It's a caper. And again, you have to ask why. I'm telling you why. This is the beast system. You cannot have borders with the New World Order. You have to change the social, the political, the economics. So you let them flood in. That's the bad cop method. Knowing good and well there's going to be hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people who will bring a spoil. So you do have a mixture of good people, of which I believe she's crying for, allegedly. But you have those who have come over, who have taken advantage of the situation, who are definitely criminals. Do you think in your last thought for the day when you go to bed and close your eyes and pray to the Lord, do you think in your last thoughts for that day that we're going to be able to get to every last one of them? We'd be lucky if we get 20% of the real criminals out. And think of it like this. Once the borders were open and the word got out, don't you think our real enemies did an observation on the borders and how to get up in here? And said, well, you know what? We can cut our costs. Why try to sneak in over the conventional way by plane or whatever? Just dress up, throw some mud on your face, look sloppy, be unshaved for 2 months. Get in line. Ain't nobody checking you out. And these are well-trained spies. Probably martial arts people, guerrilla warfare. You think that didn't happen? You think our people, do you know how many countries we have allegedly went over into over the last 4 or 5 administrations? And kicked butt and didn't take no names. Overthrew countries. Read the book, Economic Hitman. You think their sons and daughters who grew up got a memory lapse on what we did in different countries in the name of stopping the flourishing of, name it, communism, whatever. This is what we did, people. And this is just recent history. You think the sons and daughters didn't think, oh, you know what, I got a bone to pick with America. They have opened up their borders. This is my time to come over and just sit. They call them salespeople. I don't care what Trump's plan is and Holman's plan is. The horse been out the barn and it's set up. Getting an ID these days, it's easy. It's easy. We've been set up. It's a caper. And put this in your pipe and smoke it. The caper is impossible unless you in on it. Did you hear what I said? The caper is impossible unless you in on it. Those real strong countries, they're not allowing it. So what is this red, white, and blue greatest country of all time? Why are we allowing it? I just told you. This is the final blow. We're being placed into a one world system. Trump will be out the picture. You'll have nobody to blame. Biden will be shriveled up and gone. Out of the picture. And a lot of us going to lose our mind because we didn't prevent it. We didn't put the heat on that last administration. Now check this out.
Especially, I just want to break it down to America.
I want you to listen to this video called The Final Blow. I did this video 7 months ago.
The Spirit of God said to me that immigration is the last, the final blow. And I'm driving and I felt that in my spirit. I'm like, what do you mean, God? He said, immigration is the last, it's the final blow. Now I had to really wrap that around my brain because I'm thinking final blow, because I was a boxing fan like nobody's business back in the day. I used to take my dad out to the boxing matches. That was one of the things that we enjoyed, God rest his soul. I used to take my dad to the heavyweight fights. You know, the cheap seats, the cheap sheets, the cheap seats. And I enjoyed them. So I'm used to the rock'em sock'em robot moment, you know. But people, this time is different. Immigration. What is immigration? What does it mean to immigrate? If I went on Google, I wonder what Google would say immigration is and what it does. Kind of know what it would say. But let me break it down the way it came to me when I felt the Spirit of God saying, Pearson, immigration is the final blow to America and throughout the world. I'm like, God, that's deep. And my mind went like, you know what? Arguably, in the last 3.5, 4 years, there has been more migration.
If you've been in a car accident,
in America for sure, but collectively around the world in a short period of time. Now, you know, anytime you have rapid change in a short period of time, you don't have enough time to adjust. About time you get yourself together is here.
And that's where we're at. Joe Biden, a complicit Congress, the purse strings were not tied, and it was funded. Don't get upset, people. It was deliberate because there's a plan they're not telling you about. It is in accordance with the golden age. They're playing good cop, bad cop. They had to have this done because they're on a spiritual timetable. And now we have Donald J. Trump, Tom Homan out here saying, we're going to fix it. They're not going to fix it. They're buying time. They had to get the people over here. They had to get the people over in Britain. They had to take over all the country's resources that they have been exploiting for generations. They're just not going to explain this thing from the rooter to the tutor. They're just going to play it out in the media to continue to give you hope. People were done. It was a caper. My name is Franchise Pierce. If you enjoy the work, please subscribe, share, go to Franchise Blue, click on my portrait, then go to more. I have Cash App, Venmo, Zelle, and PayPal. All this is all there, along with a P.O. box. I also have a beautiful poetry book on Amazon Books called Protect the Gift. We'll try to do a live video tonight, talk about this more in detail. It's a caper. God bless.